Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Friday, August 20th, at 8:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 664 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Striking video show Afghan women surging forward and leading men in a Kabul street protest against the Taliban. Guards for the UK embassy in Kabul were told they are ineligible for British protection because they were outsourced from a contractor, report. A top Afghan peace negotiator said chaos could have been avoided if US delayed its exit for just another month. Texas schools can ignore Abbott's mask mandate ban for now, all GOP. Texas Supreme Court says. National forests closed as California wildfire surge. The N-word for me but not for thee. R. Kelly didn't pay his doctor for decades-long STD treatment and instead flew him around the country for parties and concerts. A January 6 defendant could go back to jail after the government caught him streaming conspiracy theory content. Judge, school officer who hid during shooting facing charges. Neighbor already charged with hate crime tries to run over victim's husband, cops say. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Afghanistan falls to the Taliban, live updates, The Washington Post. Futures signal further selling, Elon Musk teases Tesla bot, Investors Business Daily. California families' mysterious hiking deaths investigated, toxic algae blooms considered, Fox News. Malaysia gets a new prime minister, the country's third in 3 years, CNBC. Babbling baby bat sounds strikingly similar to human infants, see Tech Daily. As COVID-19 hospitalizations increase, a greater number of Americans are deciding to get vaccinated, CNN. China's vaccine diplomacy stumbles in Southeast Asia, The New York Times. New Zealand to extend national lockdown after more COVID-19 cases identified, CNN. U.S. Customs officials seize 3,000 faked vaccination cards shipped through Anchorage, Daily News. Cam Newton, Mac Jones both have strong showings in New England Patriots preseason win over Philadelphia Eagles, ESPN. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. What will it be like to live with COVID-19 forever? 71 photos of Demi Lovato's radical style evolution. Taliban checkpoints, paperwork hinder U.S. efforts to complete Kabul evacuations. GOP leader who fought against vaccine dies after weeks-long battle with coronavirus. Lindsey Graham's hypocrisies laid bare in scathing Daily Show biography. Seth Meyers, Trump seems to think our attention spans are as short as his. Stephen Colbert gives Florida a damning new state motto. Hail Satan, devilishly weird clip unexpectedly cuts into TV news segment. Simone Biles details the frustrating part of her post-Olympics return to gym. More than 1 million in the U.S. got COVID-19 vaccinations in 24 hours, highest in weeks. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Police officers rescue baby from hot car. 15-year-old is 137th child shot in Philly this year. Husband's ashes stolen in warehouse break-in. Hit and run survivor begs driver to come forward. Mom spreads COVID awareness for healthy kids. Couple married for 45 years buys back 1969 Dodge Charger. Officer fired over run-in with other cops. Man badly hurt in hatchet attack at ATM. Police chief shot, suspect charged. Former deputy breaks down at Parkland hearing. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. Early cut in jobless benefits may have hurt U.S. state economies. Texas drops enforcement of governor's ban on mask mandates. Biden to address Afghan crisis as desperation builds at Kabul airport. Felix Hall, a soldier lynched at Fort Benning, is remembered after 80 years. Where will tropical storm Henri land? It's tough to tell. As childhood COVID cases spike, school vaccination clinics are slow going. What to know about evictions and rent relief in New York? The Harlem Hellfighters were war heroes, then they came home to racism. Catholic officials on edge after reports of priests using Grindr. In a TV script, I can rewrite my patient's fates. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Hugh Jackman on constantly trolling Ryan Reynolds, it should be a sport. Ohio police save baby from hot car after mom locked herself out. Could Jake Paul be headed to jail? Gordon Chang, China-Taliban connection, we must hold Beijing accountable for Afghan militants' crimes. Minnesota Golden Gophers walk on surprised with scholarship. UGG seizes late career spotlight, takes a shot at Paquito. Kennedy Brooks tops list of players back after opting out. Dodgers beat Mets 4-1, gain on Giants with 7th straight win. Agua Mike's putback lifts sparks over Dream. Cardinals avoid sweep, rally for 8-4 victory over Brewers. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Friday, August 20th. The next headlines are from the seventh most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Caught on video, motorcyclist struck by hit-and-run driver, then robbed while unconscious. Veteran paraplegic skydiver survives accident after parachute gets stuck in wheelchair. Fourth stimulus check, will another relief payment happen? It is really outrageously fun, Abby McEnany on season 2 of Showtime's Work in Progress. The next headlines are from the eighth most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Greta Thunberg, 18, says Britain is lying about its progress on climate change. Escort's body found stuffed in barrel in NJ Street after being moved from NYC. Taliban beat Afghans for carrying the national flag in crackdown on protests sweeping the nation. Welsh Arts Council slammed as systemically racist by its own report. Afghanistan evacuation, we're not going to save everyone we want, UK admits. A man untroubled by shame, Dominic Raab wouldn't leave his son lounger to make a phone call. Mob boss Carmine Snake Perisco was actually a rat, court papers reveal. Thousands of customers hit by mobile app and online banking outages. UK approves COVID antibody drug as medical watchdog finds it can prevent infection. Woman, 29, who met her 48-year-old Frank on Tinder says he's mistaken for her father. The following headlines are from the ninth most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Afghanistan's crisis underscores the U.S.'s shifting place in the world. Nigerian parents excited by return of 2 abducted schoolgirls. An Afghan journalist's escape from Kabul. Singapore starts to reopen for travel, as zero-COVID clips wings of rival Hong Kong. Hive updates, European forces cross Taliban lines for Kabul rescue, pressuring Biden to expand evacuation. Uganda suspends over 50 civic groups charging non-compliance. Greek wildfires, hundreds of firefighters battling flames. Western groups desperate to save Afghan workers left behind. Grace heads for a second hurricane hit on Mexican coast. A goofy paper horse became an Australian pandemic sensation. Now he's going in a museum. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's US news feed. Coronavirus Live News. Israel to start booster shots for over 40s, UK approves new COVID treatment. Black and Indigenous farmers were promised debt relief, all but 4 are still waiting. Chuck Close, painter of outsized photorealist portraits, dies aged 81. Embrace communist rule, China tells Tibet on 70th anniversary of invasion. Experience, I made friends with my doppelganger. UK approves rollout of first-of-its-kind COVID antibody treatment. From the Fly to Casino Royale, the remakes that outshine the originals. Britney Spears under investigation for alleged battery. Sweet Girl Review, Jason Momoa with Netflix action thriller is a non-starter. I wouldn't take my kids to this, Star Wars filled Tippett on his hellish animation Mad God. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Biden administration grapples with slow Afghanistan evacuations, The Note. Do I need a booster if I got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine? California fire season sets records, more damage expected. Vaccine checks beginning at San Francisco eateries, bars. Texas Democrats return, end 38-day holdout over voting bill. Sick COVID patients lie on floor at antibody treatment site. Southwest pilots, flight attendants say they're exhausted, pilots ready to picket. Watch, Afghans in Greece protest Taliban takeover. Watch, auto rickshaw stage protest against Taliban. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Spain migrants, sole survivor rescued in dinghy in Atlantic. Sonny Chiba, Japan's martial arts star and Kill Bill actor dies of COVID at 82. COVID, Sydney lockdown extended and curfew imposed on 2M people. BHP sacked 48 over sexual harassment and assaults at Australian mines. China NPC, 3-child policy formally passed into law. Facebook moves to protect Afghan users' accounts amid Taliban takeover. Afghanistan, Taliban tortured and massacred men from Hazara minority. Britney Spears investigated over dispute with employee. What's behind the rising gun violence in the U.S.? We felt free, Cubans remain defiant in face of protest crackdown. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Firefighters work to cool flames as Dixie Fire nears 700,000 acres. Bangladeshi factories push on amid pandemic surge. Oregon to require school employee vaccinations. Korean dramas wow new fans in the U.S. AP top stories August 20th. A. Texas Supreme Court declines to hold up mask mandate ban, U.S. deaths nearly double in 2 weeks, COVID-19 updates. Never seen anything this devastating, at least 2 dead, 17 missing in North Carolina county flooded by Fred. Grace lashes Mexico, tropical storm Henri to strengthen as it nears East Coast. COVID-19 variant hits Jacksonville, Florida hard. Today in history for August 20th. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Teens arrested in Burbank street racing crash that killed 3 and injured 2. Republican recall hopefuls seek to differentiate themselves in San Francisco debate. Women who accuse Newport Beach doctor of rape asks judge not to dismiss charges. Larry Elder's ex-fiancée emerges as leading critic, with gun allegation, other claims. An 11-year-old was enjoying her first week back at school, then the cash fire hit. California High Court won't consider OC's challenge to school mask mandate. Ex-Torrance police officers charged with spray painting swastika on car. LA County COVID-19 deaths top 25,000 as Delta variant continues to spread. Britney Spears is under investigation for misdemeanor battery. Column, could Gavin Newsom lose even if he beats the recall? We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Friday, August 20th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Finishing what ISIS started, Turkey attacks Yazidis in Iraq. A billion children at extreme risk from climate impacts, UNICEF. South Koreans now dislike China more than they dislike Japan. Taliban violently block Australian citizens from Kabul airport evacuation flights. Afghanistan. Online retailers under fire for selling Kabul skydiving club t-shirts mocking Afghans falling from plane. Afghanistan, Taliban tortured and massacred Hazara minority. Green steel, Swedish company ships first batch made without using coal. Taliban violently block Australian citizens from Kabul airport evacuation flights. COVID-19, fully vaccinated people can carry as much Delta virus as unvaccinated people, data indicate. Taliban fighters hunting a DW journalist have shot dead one member of his family and seriously injured another. The Taliban were conducting a house-to-house search to try and find the journalist, who now works in Germany. Other relatives were able to escape at the last moment and are now on the run. Taliban takes over U.S. war chest given to Afghan military. Taliban bans women anchors from working after promising freedom. Brazil's first transgender pastor, all humans have flaws, being trans isn't one of them. LGBT rights. UK soldiers cried as women threw babies over wires at Kabul airport. Taliban spokesperson says burqa not mandatory for women, hijab is. The next headlines are from Forbes. FC Barcelona will offer Pedri a new contract and finally arrest. Apple is latest major company to delay office return amid COVID spike. New Zealand extends nationwide lockdown as Delta variant outbreak grows. Chinese AI unicorn eyes IPO, Southeast Asia expansion after $200 million funding round. Ready for prime time, private aviation industry no longer flying under the radar. Passover might need a miracle to survive. These 6 states have almost no intensive care unit beds left as COVID hospitalizations soar. The Product Review, a B-movie thriller from an A-list action director. Emmys will require attendees show negative COVID-19 test in addition to proof of vaccination. Field level view best suits Notre Dame's new defensive coordinator. The next headlines are from Nature.com. COVID vaccines protect against Delta, but their effectiveness wanes. 3 questions to address rigor and reproducibility concerns in your grant proposal. Delta's rise is fueled by rampant spread from people who feel fine. Baby bats babble like human infants. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,726,082,716 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Jessica Chastain's The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Zhang Zimao's 1-second join San Sebastian competition. Filmmaker Richie Adams discusses period drama The Road Dance, and future projects ready to go exclusive. BTS cancels world tour due to coronavirus impact. Director Maysoon Pachachi goes back to the year of uncertainty and fear in our river, our sky. Sweet Girl Review, an over-the-top anti-Big Pharma brawler. Habit Review, models and musicians play dress-up in a Purell Camp Fest. Disney's Liu Kang and Stampede's Greg Silverman head Apis speakers roster. Lord Solar Power finds her once dark star tripping the daylight fantastic, album review. The Young and the Restless showrunner accused of sexually harassing actress. Annette star Marion Cotillard found it very easy to act opposite a puppet in Leos Carax's film. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. The topic of masks in schools is polarizing some parents to the point of violence. A Texas lab performs crucial testing for Pfizer's COVID vaccine. The Sacklers want immunity from the opioid crisis for a long list of their associates. Vice President Harris heads to Vietnam as the shadow of Afghanistan looms. Tougher rules are coming for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Here's what to know. California family dies under mysterious circumstances. Toxic algae may be to blame. Texas Democrats return, ending a 38-day holdout that blocked a voting bill. Actor and martial arts legend Sonny Chiba has died at 82. Afghanistan's healthcare is in limbo following Taliban takeover, says MSF rep. OnlyFans says it will ban sexually explicit content. The following headlines are from The Week. Reaganism is back. The right wants to betray the Afghan people one more time. Only Trump, Mike Pence, and Mike Pompeo seem to be defending Trump's 2020 Taliban peace deal. Illinois girl brings her fight to protect bees to the State House. Flight attendants are flocking to self-defense classes as 2021 unruly passenger fines top $1 million. Elon Musk says Tesla's humanoid robot prototype will be ready by 2022. Gangs in Haiti are abducting doctors, and their patients are paying the price. California GOP gubernatorial candidate Larry Elder's ex-fiancé says he brandished a gun at her while high. Texas House Democrats return to the state capitol, ending 38-day standoff. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. Report, oil companies are burning off natural gas and leaving regulators in the dark. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Musk confirms how Mechzilla will catch and assemble Starship and Super Heavy for rapid reuse. Astronomy Jargon 101, Spectrum. Ingenuity's Flight 12 was a tricky one, flying over hazardous terrain. Greenhouses probably won't work on Mars because of cosmic radiation. Even the plants will have to live underground. These are the news headlines for today, Friday, August 20th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Sun Regulus in conjunction August 23rd. Jupiter at opposition August 19th to 20th, now at its best. We'll have a blue moon this weekend. Blue moon, Saturn, Jupiter August 19th to 22. The next news is from Politico. Just watching with horror, a photographer in Afghanistan on the eve of collapse. G7 foreign ministers speak as Biden hangs back. Taliban kill relative of Deutsche Welle journalist during door-to-door hunt. Biden and the political fallout from Afghanistan. How the Apply a lobbying machine took on Georgia, and won. This is actually happening, inside Biden's 5 days of panic over Afghanistan. The nation's cartoonists on the week in politics. How Trudeau's foes could score an upset. Republicans avoid elder allegations during recall debate. U.S. transport ship and field hospitals heading to Haiti for quake relief. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. AFL 2021 Live Updates. Bontempelli, Bulldogs off to flying start as Powerface missing shot at minor premiership. NRL 2021 Live Updates. Raiders vs Eagles and Panthers v Rabbitohs. Young flags further vaccine-only travel from NSW as border tightens. The Sydney Morning Herald photos of the week, August 19, 2021. Working from home throws spanner in works for major Brisbane transport projects. Queensland assisted dying bill urged to pass amid committee division. Lockdown set to tighten as outbreak right on the edge. A bad business decision, Australian creators disappointed by OnlyFans change. New vaccination deadline prompts fears of demand overload. Australia News Live, state lockdown extended for 1 month as NSW records 642 new local COVID-19 cases, 4 deaths. Victoria, ACT cases continue to grow. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. The value gap, lack of diversity in patent holders means half of the population isn't getting needs met, economist Lisa Cook says. Market snapshot, Dow futures drop on worries over US and China. Kelley Blue Book, 10 service tips to add value and extend the life of your vehicle. NerdWallet, can I get Medicare to pay for my wheelchair or mobility scooter? Next Avenue, worried about the climate, should you go green with your investments? Here's a primer. Financial crime, not made in the USA, defense contractor sentenced for selling US military millions in goods made in China but labeled as American. Elon Musk unveils plans for humanoid robot that uses Tesla's artificial intelligence. Market Extra, Coinbase gets board okay to add $500 million in crypto to balance sheet, and aims to invest 10% of profit in digital assets. As mortgage rates hover near historic lows, will Americans be able to take advantage of the savings? Outside the box, a pathway to citizenship could create 400,000 new jobs, but only if Congress acts. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Lack of patent diversity means half the population isn't getting needs met, economist, MarketWatch. UPL wins 2 prestigious intellectual property awards, another testament of focus on innovation, equity goals. Patenting software-based medical devices, Part 1, Intellectual Property, United States, Mondac News alerts. Corning Optical sues Leviton over fiber optic equipment patents, Bloomberg Law. Samus vs. Google, the smart speaker patent war is heating up, Billboard. Endo, Nevacur sue to block Baxter low blood pressure treatment, Bloomberg Law. Bank of America sets company record for patents granted during first half of 2021, KULR-TV. Brazil on the cusp of passing landmark compulsory technology transfer law IAM. Key intellectual property issues in M&A transactions, Lexology. Can artificial intelligence be an inventor under patent law, Lexology? The next headlines are from Quartz. Toyota production cuts, costly wildfire prevention, 1995 Apple Watch. What a $25,000 first check is for Africa's female founders. With the second wave behind them, Indians are back to thinking about international travel. Like a bomb blast, when 2 men fell from a flying plane and on this man's roof in Kabul. With new stores, Amazon is trying to take over as much of retail as possible. A $3 million insider trading case tests Netflix's culture of transparency. Why Jeff Bezos and Blue Origin are suing NASA. The company, hacking phones for profit. To Redditors, Robinhood isn't a meme stock anymore. The U.S. Supreme Court's Indiana University ruling isn't a free pass for vaccine mandates. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Why the EU needs to get audits for tech companies right. Documents show NYPD has a secret surveillance tech slush fund. Unilever sends letter to firm in Israel over use of Ben & Jerry's trademark. Blue Line apparently doesn't apply to bad cops abusing copyright law to prevent citizens from uploading recordings. Daily Deal, the dynamic 2021 DevOps training bundle. Taliban creates a new content moderation challenge for social media. T-Mobile confirms major hack, social security numbers and driver's license data exposed. Video games, once demonized, more regularly utilized for positive health benefits. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Ella French. Zoe Kravitz. The Product. Bill Frean. Chuck Close. Antonio Brown. Northern Trust Golf. Tottenham. Carl Lawson. The Night House. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Fenerbahce star goes viral for trying and failing to kiss badge on ridiculed new Puma shirt, video. India's stock market on fire despite COVID and inflation fears. PM Bennett gets third COVID-19 vaccine, hails Israel as pioneer of the third dose after WHO asks nations to hold off on boosters. U.S. probing Moderna vaccine after data shows heart condition linked to drug may be more common than previously believed, reports. Love is a crime, Russian detective faces criminal charges after falling for her suspect, and even giving bandit boyfriend a car. I'm literally shaking, Swiss outsider Teichmann sinks Osaka in Cincinnati's Japanese star says I'm almost glad I lost. First of its kind antibody cocktail to prevent and treat COVID approved by UK drug watchdog. China gives green light to new law protecting personal data amid privacy violation concerns. Lebanon complains to UN after Israel allegedly uses country's airspace to strike Syria again. Twitter accused of de-verifying DeVito for supporting the Bisco strike after beloved actor briefly loses checkmark. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Goldman, Morgan Stanley, and JP Morgan once again tighten office COVID safeguards. Report warns 2021 Afghan refugee crisis could make 2015 look like a walk in the park. European net gas prices plunge after Gazprom says may start Nord Stream 2 deliveries this year. Russia softens edges in space scandal with U.S. When Europeans fly the nest. British and U.S. troops reportedly at odds in Afghanistan as UK engages rescue missions. The Afghanistan exit debacle, incompetence, distraction, or something more sinister? Have we passed the peak of the smartphone era? British man in Singapore given 6 weeks in prison for not wearing face mask, psychiatric assessment. Senator blasts U.S. rolling humiliation in Afghanistan, urges expanded operation to rescue Americans. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Harris heads to Singapore, Vietnam in shadow of Taliban rise. As Taliban returns, Afghan influencers go dark on social media. Taliban conducting targeted door-to-door visits, UN document. 4,000 Gaza students displaced after Israel attacks. US-Pakistan cooperation is more necessary today than ever before. UN urges Afghanistan's neighbors to keep borders open, Live News. Why did wildfires claim so many lives in Algeria? 2020 was deadliest year ever for Rohingya sea journeys, UNHCR. Australia's indigenous people face COVID crisis within a crisis. Taiwan faces water wake-up call as climate change intensifies. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Joe Biden plans exit for vacation in Delaware after speech on Afghanistan disaster. RNC Chair McDaniel, media also own Afghanistan debacle, Biden's repeating basement strategy from election. Judge denies woman restraining order against Dodgers Bauer. Report, nearly all of Georgia's eligible voters are registered to vote. Bipartisan majority of senators call on Biden to immediately evacuate Afghans who helped U.S. Flashback, John McCain warned of unqualified Antony Blinken, dangerous to America. GOP Claudia Tenney drafts legislation to ban U.S. government from charging Americans for evacuation flights. Georgia Election Board votes to begin review, could result in takeover of Fulton County's elections. 10 GOP governors ask Joe Biden to resettle Afghans in their states. Republican lawmakers demand Biden use all means necessary to evacuate Americans from Afghanistan. The next headlines are from UPI News. New Jersey family wins $2 million lottery prize during Maryland bathroom break. Watch, rope bridge over busy English road keeps squirrels out of danger. Phone returned to owner after 12 months in Ontario River. Baby goat rescued from irrigation pipe in two-day operation. Irish boys find message in a bottle from Canadian fisherman. Watch, firefighters discover body in the river was a swimmer relaxing. Watch, loose wallaby captured in Pennsylvania, origins remain a mystery. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. Making Contact Convergence, panel discussion on Friday, August 19, 2021. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Teen thought he was in trouble from the Nikbers for playing so much basketball. Watch the sweet surprise he got. The internet raises $6 million in one day to rescue Afghans targeted by Taliban. Bandicoots return to Australian National Park after being locally extinct for more than a century. A fisherman's underwater sculptures have stopped illegal trawling, bringing art and biodiversity back to Italian Bay. Hacker who stole and gave back $600 mis-offered a reward and a job on the company's security team. Mining zinc, nickel, and cobalt from plans. Fita mining is the sustainable future. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Friday, August 20th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Referee arrested after allegedly firing gun during soccer game in Pauls Valley. Imagination, Skittles help boy, 5, conquer Appalachian Trail. Ship that blocked the Suez Canal to try again. Amazon installs huge lockers on a Chicago park sidewalk, confusing and frustrating neighbors. Idaho man balances 101 toilet paper rolls on forehead, breaks world record. Rain fell at the normally snowy summit of Greenland for the first time on record. A 10-foot python surprised a woman in a supermarket spice aisle. She was a trained snake catcher. Florida man threatened to blow up homes of Disney World execs, investigators say. Man arrested after deputies find stolen horse inside bedroom. OnlyFans to block sexually explicit videos starting in October. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Bored mathematicians just calculated pi to 62.8 trillion digits. Product-led growth means changing your whole business, not just the product. Tesla's making humanoids, but you can overpower them. Don't be scared, scientists figured out how fear works. OnlyFans porn ban sounds even dumber than Tumblr's. Facebook's metaverse is just AOL for people who play Beat Saber during lunch. You're not empathetic enough, but can VR fix it? Wait, how is blockchain tech meant to help create self-driving cars? Protect your documents, files with this flash drive accessible only with your fingerprint. Take to the skies with this nifty 4K HD ready drone quadcopter, now almost 25% off. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Varying immune cell levels in canine brain tumors could provide therapeutic targets. Researchers uncover the biology and treatment behind a rare autoinflammatory disease. Scientists develop greener way to make fertilizer. Polymer scientist helps develop new technique for large-scale energy storage. Faster and cheaper ethanol to jet fuel on the horizon. Study supports widespread use of better masks to curb COVID-19 indoors. Researchers refine estimate of amount of carbon in Earth's outer core. Researchers discover hidden SARS-CoV-2 gate that opens to allow COVID infection. Understanding enzyme evolution paves the way for green chemistry. Antibodies block specific viruses that cause arthritis, brain infections. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Friday, August 20th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. I felt like a crap mom and crap employee. Utah women share caregiving struggles during COVID-19. Police identify 2 campers found dead near Moab and will investigate the deaths as homicides. PETA calls for petting zoo to close after worker's hand is bitten by alligator. Man accused of shooting at police near Yuba Lake charged with drug trafficking in federal court. Utah student shot with taser after trying to grab school resource officer's gun, police say. The average age of a Utah COVID death drops 10 years since early July. Ranked choice races are set in Salt Lake County. See who's running in your city. Masks in schools, misleading history lesson in Colorado River woes on behind the headlines. Bagley cartoon, One Trick Taliban. Utah's top high school basketball recruit has both the Utes and Cougars among his top 6 choices. The next headlines are from Tech News for Nerds. The Montreal Protocol designed to heal the ozone layer may have also fended off several degrees of warming. Why those anti-COVID plastic barriers probably don't help and may make things worse. Coinbase to invest 10% of all future profits in crypto. Elon Musk reveals Tesla Bot, a humanoid robot utilizing Tesla AI. Microsoft teases Windows 11 update to Ms. Paint. Vine's creator is now working on NFT blockchain video games. High-speed rail proponents make another push for Pacific Northwest project. Your credit score should be based on your web history, IMF says. Amazon plans to open its own department stores. Toyota to cut global production by 40% due to global microchip shortage. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. St. Charles police use crime data to predict when, where criminals will strike. Uber driver, passenger nearly hit by wrong-way driver in St. Louis. Chesterfield police locate man accused of selling stolen merch out of mother's basement. Parents protest mask mandate for Rockwood School District ahead of classes Monday. 47% of nursing home staff vaccinated in Missouri as federal mandate announced. Man shot, killed inside convenience store in North St. Louis. Wrestling legend Ric Flair to appear at NWA event in St. Louis. Mercy to increase starting wage to $15 an hour for employees. Granite City man convicted of child sex crimes. Fireball meteor spotted Wednesday night over Missouri and surrounding states. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. DoorDash driver shot in face after picking up Jack in the Box delivery, police say. Recall debate, candidates react to debate performance. Recall debate, Cox, Faulconer and Kiley discuss homelessness, vaccine mandates and Trump during Thursday debate. 3 key takeaways from the Inside California Politics Governor Recall debate. 6-year-old orca unexpectedly dies at SeaWorld. 4 unruly San Diego airline passengers hit with more than $50,000 in fines. Local company offers $1,000 to employees for vaccination proof. Police, man killed in shootout with alcohol officer. Drug use hits 21-year high for men jailed in San Diego. More kids hospitalized with COVID-19 than at height of the pandemic. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. military is now seeking a ground effect craft. Ukraine anniversary parade to unveil new generation of military hardware. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. Meditative Buddha mountain gets 10th anniversary director's cut. China bulls lose a boatload of money on Alibaba, on paper. Adam Caos on understanding China's rise in historical context. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Friday, August 20th, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Texas Supreme Court rejects governor's request, allowing mask mandate for now. School choice, vaccine mandates and the Latino community, highlights from the recall debate. John Cox says mom spoke Spanish while addressing issues CA Latinos face. CA recall debate, post-debate interviews with recall candidates. Candidates react to recall debate performance. 3 key takeaways from Inside California Politics Governor Recall Debate. Recall debate, Cox, Faulconer and Kiley discuss homelessness, vaccine mandates and Trump. Poll, who won the California recall debate? DUI suspected in Berkeley collision. Santa Cruz County to require indoor masking. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. U.S. judge in Nevada, felony deportation law unconstitutional. Stasi, Angels rally past Tigers, Cabrera stuck at 499 hours. 3 private schools in the suburbs punished for defiance on masks. Elgin man who died at National Park was likely killed by bear. Wayne president staying, despite calls for resignation after her husband killed neighbor's dog. More in renovated space awaits students at Hawthorne Middle School North in Vernon Hills. Slain cop's mom says she died doing what she was called to do. COVID-19 update, 26,214 more shots, 14 more deaths, 3,180 new cases. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Study, Washington State has second highest number of IT jobs in the U.S. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for tropical cyclone on Re-21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 2.475 million. Green alert for tropical cyclone Linda 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Orange alert for tropical cyclone Grace 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 4.421 million. Green alert for tropical cyclone 1621, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Chile. Drought is ongoing in United States. Drought is ongoing in Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania. Drought is ongoing in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Italy, Serbia. Drought is ongoing in Bhutan, China, India, Myanmar. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Friday, August 20th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Grace keeps Houston dry but rip current risk increases along coast. HISD launching virtual academy for students too young to get vaccinated. T says schools now must notify families of a positive COVID-19 case in classrooms. More women who are not smokers are being diagnosed with lung cancer, but why? Friendswood PD gives in-depth look at interactions with William Reese. He thought he was smarter. Conroe ISD reports over 1,100 new COVID-19 cases 2 weeks into new school year. Texas Supreme Court denies Governor Greg Abbott's request to block Travis County's mask mandate. Houston martial arts instructor arrested for failing to register as sex offender. Magnolia family learns home caught fire during storms while dropping off daughter at college. 16-year-old boy shot during shootout in parking lot in southwest Houston, police say. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Malaysian king picks ex-deputy PM as nation's new leader. Disney's new trailer features similar scene from Hualien's Ximen Cave. The latest, Israel approves booster shots for over 40s. The latest, Amnesty says Taliban kill 9 minority men. World stocks fall as Delta variant worries take center stage. Sydney virus outbreak spreads in Australia and New Zealand. The latest, EU officials to visit Afghan Spain refugee camp. The latest, Thailand passes 1M cases as latest surge drops. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. Extra, are virtual reality conference rooms the future of offices? Superiority Burger reportedly moving into Odessa Shutter Diner. NJ will mandate teacher vaccinations, report says. New bill to restrict toxic forever chemicals could help heal Hudson Valley water supply. NYPD orders unvaccinated cops to wear masks. History suggests they may decline. GemSpot filter machine has been doling out wisdom in Bushwick. West Indian Day Parade cancelled for second year in a row. Hasty took heat over Cuomo probe. How did he walk away unscathed? Early edition, was Cats movie actually ahead of its time? We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. NDC partnership, supporting a global network of youth climate advocates. Islamic State threat moves online, expands across Africa, senior counter-terrorism expert. Ethiopia, UN chief gravely concerned over unspeakable violence in Tigray. Deadly journeys through Bay of Bengal and Andaman Sea threaten tragic and fatal consequences. Community-based solutions alleviate water shortages in Central America, in pictures. Building water resilience needs a holistic approach. With engineers and roadway repair crews, Thai blue helmets help keep South Sudan moving. Races on to limit extreme weather on most vulnerable, Gooters. Minorities are key partners in saving planet's biodiversity, UN expert. Afghan female journalist, I may not be alive by the time US can evacuate me. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Vax or jail, the dilemma facing some Americans. Biden snaps an interview when asked about Afghans falling from airplanes. Massive nurse shortage hits Houston, weeks after 150 unvaccinated nurses and hospital workers fired. The Afghanistan exit debacle, incompetence, distraction or something more sinister? D.C. and New York hit with bomb scares within a week of DHS threat bulletin. Doctor Who did early research on COVID vaccine, this is not a pandemic of the unvaccinated. Unvaccinated Quinnipiac University students will face weekly fines, lose access to Wi-Fi. Suspect with explosives in vehicle on Capitol Hill surrenders to authorities. UW Medicine pulls heart transplant patient from list after refusing COVID vaccine. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Texas Democrats return, end 38-day holdout over voting bill. Record Delta wave its kids, raises fear as U.S. schools open. Man surrenders after claiming to have bomb near U.S. Capitol. 3 senators test positive for COVID in breakthrough cases. Afghan officer who fought with U.S. forces rescued from Kabul. Why did thousands of sand dollars wash ashore in Oregon? Big bird on water is mystery, but town calls it just ducky. Soccer-loving Pope Francis gets a new toy, a foosball table. 8th graders lead effort to pardon wrongly convicted witch. Are these women wearing skirts in Kabul during the 1970s? The next headlines are from factcheck.org. On Facebook, fake stories use Fox News hosts to hawk dubious CBD products. Tweets misrepresent border data. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Why the Queen will do anything to protect Prince Andrew. Biden's insane story about Afghans who helped U.S. doesn't fly. Missouri monkey mogul accused of faking death of famous chimpanzee. Why Uncle Don is incapable of convincing the unvaccinated. Inside the secret codes hackers use to outwit ransomware cops. Gen Z's alt-right declares new hero, the Taliban. NASA says this lake is like being on Mars, and Turkey wants to save it from tourists. The good, the bad and the ugly, the Long Island iced tea. I think we've scared people. Scientists say Biden jumped the gun with vaccine booster plan. The real reasons why OnlyFans is banning porn. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Popular Butler University student killed in drive-by shooting. Mets J.D. Davis will need to keep hitting to stay in lineup. Federal judge temporarily blocks Kentucky governor's mask mandate. More than 3K fake COVID vaccine cards seized at Anchorage Airport. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. The sky this week. View the blue sturgeon moon. Throwback observing peculiar galaxies, 40 years ago. Carolyn S. Shoemaker returns to the stars. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. U.S. to recommend COVID vaccine boosters after 8 months. The following headlines are from alienUFOsightings.com. Former astronaut suggests alien beings are here on Earth. If so, maybe they are waiting for AI self-driving cars to emerge. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. R. Kelly timeline, Chicago upbringing, rapid rise to stardom and years of sexual abuse charges, suits and rumors. Racist Iowa woman who tried to run over 2 kids sentenced to 25 years in prison. Authorities find the bodies of a family on a hiking trail near Yosemite. Afghan youth national soccer player died in fall from U.S. plane at Kabul airport. Alabama husband shot by wife's boyfriend who was living in their home. Powerball winner claims prize hours before winning ticket expires. 3 U.S. senators test positive for COVID in one day, despite all being vaccinated. Naked man stabs another nude man in the middle of Seattle sidewalk. Spanish village tells visitors who complain about the mess to not go there. Apollo Theater reopens with star-studded Harlem concert. The following headlines are from military.com. Navy fighters fly over tense Kabul as military continues evacuations. Justice Department moves to dismiss Bo Bergdahl's case to overturn his conviction. Was it worth it? Yes. Does it still hurt? Yes. Marine leaders reassure troops on Afghanistan. Man surrenders after claiming to have bomb near capital. Nepalese Gurkhas end hunger strike over UK military pensions. The biggest concern for Navy commanding officers, COVID. South Dakota National Guard chief says donation didn't affect deployment plans. Marines on Okinawa say missing Osprey piece is larger than first reported. Hezbollah says Iranian fuel tanker to sail to Lebanon soon. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Like seeing in color after being colorblind, after 12 years in prison for controversial stash house conviction, Dwayne White tastes freedom. Out at Wrigley celebrates the 20th anniversary of its trend-setting Gay Day Sunday. Column, Biden's Afghanistan fiasco is also Trump's fault and Obama's an, ugh, nuance is hard. Nurse whose unvaccinated grandmother died of COVID-19, people have turned a medical issue into too much politics. Man shot and killed on Red Line train in Fuller Park, 4 others injured in shooting minutes earlier. Thousands attend funeral to honor Chicago police officer Ella French, a woman with empathy for the sufferings of others. 4 men shot in Fuller Park business. For the first time in decades, do not eat advisory removed for Illinois River fish. Chicago witnesses stay at center of R. Kelly's New York racketeering trial as singers' lawyers, and fans, are eager to sow doubt. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Census could be blessing or bane for Romania's bears. China's astronauts make spacewalk to upgrade robotic arm. Online product displays can shape your buying behavior. Humans ditched swiveling hips for shorter stride than chimps. Netflix announces documentary series on inspiration for space mission. Superconducting nanowire single photon detectors, next big thing in blood flow measurement. Nutrient-rich human waste poised to sustain agriculture, improve economies. Female and young walruses depend on disappearing Arctic sea ice for food sources. Researchers help track the growth of ginseng forest farming in Pennsylvania. Effective eddy killing in oceans is no longer a matter of guesswork. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Friday, August 20th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Humans are the only animals that cry, and we don't know why. The quest for non-hormonal birth control. Scientists once thought personality was set in stone. They were wrong. The best adjustable bed frames in 2021, sleep disorders resolved with a zero-gravity adjustable bed. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Report, Taliban killed minorities, fueling Afghans' fears. German train drivers' union calls new two-day strike. Bidding war for UK supermarket chain Morrison's heats up. Greek PM, Turkish president to discuss Afghan developments. Arsenal completes signing of Odegaard from Real Madrid. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Word Game, August 20th, 2021. Horoscopes August 20th, 2021, Al Roker, make stability and security your priorities. Bridge, August 20th, 2021. Ask Amy, is what my partner is doing considered cheating? Harriet Cole, she wouldn't go home, so I left her in my house alone. Miss Manners, why do they sneer about grammar police when I'm trying to educate them? Dear Abby, I'll forever hate my birthday because of these insensitive women. Calder fires spread slowed by layer of smoke. Fed sees Larry Nassar's stimulus checks for victim restitution. Should Elon Musk pay $186 million for running a red light roadshow? The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Feilani deportation law is unconstitutional, federal judge rules. Larry Elder, California recall candidate, denies ex-fiancé's claim that he brandished a gun at her. Arizona Senate order to release 2020 election audit records by appeals court. Evacuation proceeds, but fears of Taliban reprisal soar. Trump pardon recipient Ken Kurson charged again with cyberstalking. Biden blames Trump for exposing his career of carnage. Inside the Beltway, U.S. press steps up for Afghan journalists. Governor DeSantis mask mandate ban put to the test by Florida schools. Taliban not impeding evacuation, for now, Pentagon says. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Sierra Club executive director resigns amid upheaval around race, gender, and abuses. Cable news military experts are on the defense industry dole. U.S. media organizations scramble to get hundreds of Afghan colleagues to safety. Formaldehyde causes leukemia, according to EPA assessment suppressed by Trump officials. In New York City, retirees brace for switch to privatized healthcare. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Friday, August 20th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Under the radar Bears to watch versus Bills. 2 killed, 10 wounded in citywide shootings Thursday. Woman shot during argument on far south side. Sweet Girl, Big Pharma thriller may cause disgust and disbelief. Man shot in West Woodlawn. Man shot walking home on far south side. Horoscope for Friday, August 20th, 2021. 65-year-old man with Alzheimer's missing from Northwest Side. Illinois pot shop lotteries are finally over, but licenses remain in limbo. Activists slam city for extending Schwartz water contract amid mounting criticism of the gunshot detection system. The next headlines are from the Times of India. Shweta Tiwari's daughter Palak's viral pics. Why smartphone prices have been rising in 2021. 12 laborers killed as vehicle overturns in Maha. Steve Jobs wanted to launch an iPhone Nano. China's warm welcome for Taliban sparks backlash at home. How to regain strength after recovering from COVID. Corona letter, why slow vaccination can slow down India's economy. India will win at least 15 medals including 5 golds at Paralympics. How Taliban's Afghan takeover may help BJP in up polls. In pics, warm welcome, colorful celebrations by Malayalis. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Friday, August 20th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Rice moves classes online again because of Delta. Texans 53-man roster beginning to take shape. Concurrent opens, Net Bar expands, the Loop Churros next week. Governor Abbott moves further to the right. Things to do, the best things to eat and drink in Houston this weekend. The year of the tall woman has been interesting. U.S. Appeals Court upholds TX ban on common abortion method. HISD okays $500 stipends for COVID-vaccinated staff. Best bets the week of August 19th to 25th, 2021. Things to do, upcoming food and drink events in Houston this summer 2021. The next headlines are about world records making news. Mid-Sussex Marlins, senior swim team set new world record, BBC News. Hassan's 5,000 world record bid to presage Eugene Diamond League meeting, inside at the games.peace. Malaysian duo get Guinness World Record for most costume changes under 1 minute, News 18. Tokyo Paralympics 2020, aim is to win gold with world record, says double champion Devendra Jadharia, first post. Evansville man setting world land speed records in auto racing 14 News WFIE Evansville. World record in honor of India's healthcare warriors, news today. Trina Solar sets new world record of production 210 per cell with efficiency reaching 23.56%, PR Newswire. 32,000 jabs in 7 days takes Mumbai hospital to world record, midday.com. On this day, Usain Bolt cements legacy with second world record in 4 days, Yahoo Sport Australia. On this day, Usain Bolt cements legacy with second world record in 4 days, Yahoo Sports. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. The first Nightbooks trailer looks like Goosebumps, from Hell. OnlyFans reveals how often police demand user data, sort of. Star Trek's Gene Roddenberry is finally getting the biopic he deserves. Court docs show Google's gaming plans include native Android apps on Windows and Mac. Vacationers with phony vaccination cards did not do enough of their own research, busted in Hawaii. Cricket Wireless customers are getting the ad-supported tier of HBO Max for free. Astronomers spot strange splinter in Milky Way spiral arm. American Horror Stories is a dark and twisted delight. How about a Dell portable monitor to go with a Dell XPS? Apple's not digging itself out of this one. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Sulaybiya in Kuwait at 115.34 degrees Fahrenheit or 46.3 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was University Weid in Dome Fuji at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Quake enhanced re-release out before it's announced, with Quake 64, 2. Stunning official trailer for Foundation whets the appetite for more. We are set on a path that looks disastrous, Alabama hospital's new collapse. Ghost of Tsushima director's cut, reflections, both literal and physical. Facebook's metaverse gets a bit closer today with Horizon Workrooms. Old Steve Jobs' email finally confirms Apple was working on an iPhone Nano. OnlyFans bans sexually explicit content to appease banks and payment services. FTC, Facebook was bad at business, so it illegally bought Burberry competition. Intel leaks show next-gen desktop CPUs with hybrid Big Little design. Final Eternals trailer is heavy on exposition, eye-popping visuals. The following headlines are from Raw Story. 6 ways Republicans are stealing local control and hiding it in the NC budget. Israel opens new visitor route through the tunnel of the Wailing Wall. What the U.S. didn't learn in Afghanistan, according to the government's own Inspector General. Explaining 21st century capitalism in a way everyone can understand. How the Trump tax law created a loophole that lets top executives net millions by slashing their own salaries. Texas Democrats return after 6-week exodus. The state house now has a quorum to pass bills. Arrogance by California Dems could give GOP improbable recall win and flip control of the U.S. Senate. Minnesota GOP chair quits following sex trafficking scandal, but will receive severance pay, report. Texas Republican blames African Americans who have not been vaccinated for state's COVID crisis. I'm very scared. Alabama doctor details catastrophic consequences of state's hospital collapse. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. I don't understand what the surprise is, how the West stopped paying attention to Afghanistan. Cancer Alley activists score a win against giant plastics conglomerate. On Afghanistan, the old war hawks are the new war hawks. Trump's deal with the Taliban set the stage for Afghanistan's collapse. Defund the police was a rallying cry in 2020. Minneapolis is about to vote on what that means. Biden faces mounting pressure to yank Line 3 oil pipeline permits. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. UFOs, debates about a creator lifestyle. GoshenNews.com, Goshen News. Highly religious Americans are less likely to believe intelligent life exists on other planets, survey says, The Washington Post. Twisted and cerebral, Jonas Eek is after the sun depicts life in late capitalism, The Seattle Times. Big Brains Podcast, The Secret Nazi Past and Billionaire Future of U.S. Space Innovation, Chicago News. Eavesdropping on the Sky, The Backstory of Meerkat and Ska, Rhodes University. Signs of Life Pitt Magazine University of Pittsburgh, UPJ Athletics. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Psilocybin could repair neural connections, Mental Health Today. NerveGen Pharma provides an operational update on its ongoing Phase 1 clinical trial and reports second quarter 2021 results, StreetInsider.com. MindLab Pro vs AlphaBrain vs Qualia Mind, review, compare, HeraldNet.com, The Daily Herald. Aptenics, APTX, gains 4.33% to close at $2.41 on August 18. Equities.com. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. Best mushroom supplements, top medicinal mushroom products HeraldNet.com, The Daily Herald. People's lifespans may increase in the future. Why do they desire longer lives? The Swaddle. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Friday, August 20th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Help expose the UFO nukes link, former ICBM launch officer Bob Salas GoFundMe effort. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Friday, August 20th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News8. All rights reserved.